Your hands are ice. Your feet are blocks. You pile on blankets and nothing changes. And the weirdest part is, you are eating clean, maybe even proud of going low carb, but your energy feels muted, and your body feels smaller, quieter, colder. That new chill is not you being dramatic. Cold is a signal. It is your system turning down optional output when it thinks resources are tighter. Heat is one of the first places you feel that budget change. Moving to slide 2. Heat is not a guaranteed feature. It is an output your body can dial up or down, depending on what it thinks it can afford. When fuel is plentiful, it can waste some energy as warmth, and still cover essentials like brain function, heart rhythm, and basic repair. When fuel drops, that extra burn gets negotiated. Thermogenesis is expensive, so your system trims it. This can happen even if you are still eating enough by your standards, because the body does not care about your tracking app. It cares about signals. Lower intake, fewer carbs, less glycogen, and more time between meals can all feel like a smaller paycheck. The result is often simple and annoying. You do the same day, but you run colder doing it. And that's when thyroid signaling usually gets dragged into the conversation. Moving to slide 3. Think of thyroid like a chain of messages. TSH is the pituitary making a request. T4 is mostly supply, a storage form your body can convert later. T3 is the action signal that tells tissues to spend more energy. Reverse T3 is a brake that can rise when the body wants to conserve. Then each tissue still decides what to do with the signal, so your cells can downshift even if a lab number looks fine. That chain is sensitive to diet signals, especially carbs. Moving to slide 4. When carbs drop, insulin tends to run lower, and that changes the messaging environment. Leptin can also fall quickly with lower calories and less carbohydrate, and leptin is one of the signals that tells the brain energy is available. With that shift, T4 to T3 conversion can decrease, and reverse T3 can increase in some people, which nudges the body toward conserving. The lived experience is not a lab value. It is that your usual warmth fades, especially in hands and feet. Moving to slide 5. Low carb plus a deficit is where the cold often becomes constant. Rapid weight loss, aggressive dieting, or long stretches of undereating stack the signals that say energy is scarce. Your body adapts by downshifting burn where it can, and heat is a common casualty. You might notice you used to be cold only at night, and now you are cold all day. Or workouts feel fine, but the rest of life feels like you are running on battery saver. If this is you, the fix is rarely another supplement or another layer of clothing. You usually need time at a steadier intake, enough protein, and enough overall energy for your signals to normalize. For some people, that also means bringing carbs up to a level that supports conversion and training. The body can come back, but it does not snap back on command, and stress can create the same hypothyroid vibe, even when thyroid labs are normal. Moving to slide 6. If you feel hypothyroid but your life is running hot, stress can be the imposter.
Poor sleep pushes cortisol up, and that alone can make you feel cold, sluggish, and puffy.
Then you stack heavy training on top, which is good stress, but still stress. Add caffeine and you can feel fine at 10 a.m., then crash hard later, and you start blaming your thyroid. Under chronic stress and low fuel, your body can shift thyroid hormone conversion away from the more active form, as a conservation move. The weird giveaway is feeling cold but wired, tired but restless, or waking up already tense. Before you label it a thyroid problem, treat the stress signal like a real signal. Because sometimes the fix is simpler than you think, and sometimes the decoy is sitting in your water bottle. Moving to slide 7. Electrolytes can be a decoy because salt loss feels awful in a way people confuse with low thyroid. If you sweat a lot, eat very clean, or drink tons of plain water, you can run low on sodium. That can show up as fatigue, lightheadedness when you stand up, headaches, weakness, and a coldish, washed-out feeling. You might even get that "my metabolism is broken" vibe. But when sodium is the issue, fixing salt changes symptoms fast. Within hours to a day, you may notice steadier energy, fewer dizzy spells, and warmer hands. That is not your thyroid turning back on overnight. It is your blood volume and nerve signaling getting back to normal. Salt can make you feel better without proving anything about thyroid function, which is why patterns matter more than panic, especially when you look at body temperature. Moving to slide 8. Body temperature is useful, but only if you track it like a pattern, not a mood. Start with morning temps. Take it right after you wake up, before coffee, food, or a shower. Do it for at least 7 to 10 days and write it down. One low morning does not mean much. A consistent trend does. Then look for timing clues. If you get cold after meals, pay attention to what the meal was. Very low-carb meals can leave some people feeling colder and flatter later, especially if overall calories are low. If you feel warmer and more stable after a higher carb day, that is a real data point. The same goes for rest days. If you feel worse on rest days, it is often because rest day becomes under-eating day, not because rest is harmful. Also watch the refeed effect. If 1 to 3 days of more calories, especially carbs, noticeably improves warmth, sleep, and training drive, that leans toward an energy availability issue rather than primary thyroid failure. Do not chase perfection. Just collect clean data. Morning temp, how you slept, training, and what you ate. That gives your clinician something objective to pair with labs that actually help. Moving to slide 9. If you do labs, keep them focused. Ask for TSH and free T4 as your base. Add free T3 for context, not as the only target. Screen thyroid antibodies to rule an autoimmune thyroid disease. Check ferritin and iron status, because low iron can mimic low thyroid fatigue and cold intolerance. And bring a full list of meds and supplements, including biotin, since it can distort thyroid tests. Clear inputs give you clean outputs, and then you can make smart adjustments to your fuel signals. Moving to slide 10. If your signs point to under-recovery, adjust fuel first. Not forever, just long enough to change the signal. Start by increasing calories temporarily, even 200 to 400 per day, and hold it for 2 to 3 weeks. Do not earn it with extra cardio. You are trying to lower the threat level your body perceives. Put carbs where they matter. Add them around training, before and after, because that supports performance, reduces stress hormones during hard sessions, and helps you sleep. If you are doing long fasting streaks and you feel cold, wired, or flat, stop treating that as discipline. Tight feeding windows can be fine for some people, but not when you are already stressed and underfueled. Keep protein steady, not spiky. Aim for consistent servings across the day so you recover without having to overeat at night. And stop chasing extremes, like ultra-low carb one week and a massive refeed the next. Your body reads stability as safety. When you create that safety, warmth often follows, and not just from hormones, but from the behaviors you repeat. Moving to slide 11. Warmth is behavior too. Your body reads your daily inputs and adjusts heat production and circulation. Start with strength training a few times per week. More active muscle supports resting energy use and makes it easier to stay warm. Then get your steps in. Daily walking is a simple way to improve circulation to hands and feet. Sleep is also thyroid support. If you are consistently short on sleep, you can feel colder even with perfect meals. Cut late caffeine so your sleep stays deep and on time. And inside your own home, do not underdress. If you keep your core chilled for hours, your body protects vital organs by pulling blood away from fingers and toes. Stack these basics, and you build warmth you can actually keep. Moving to slide 12. Sometimes coldness is just lifestyle, and sometimes it is a signal to get checked. Pay attention if you are cold and also noticing hair shedding that is new for you, especially thinning at the outer eyebrows or a widening part. Add constipation that is persistent, not just a bad week. Watch for dry skin that keeps worsening despite moisturizer, or a puffy face and swollen hands in the morning. Mood changes matter too. Depression, low drive, and brain fog can show up as slow thinking, poor word recall, and feeling like your brain is wrapped in cotton. For women, irregular periods, heavier bleeding, or new fertility issues deserve attention, especially if the cold intolerance showed up first. The big red flag is when these symptoms persist even though you are eating enough, including adequate protein and carbs, and you have already cleaned up sleep and movement. That is the moment to stop guessing and get objective data. You are not being dramatic, you are being specific, and that makes it solvable. Moving to slide 13. Your next move is simple. Pick one variable first, like sleep timing or daily steps, and hold the rest steady. Track your morning temperature for 7 days before you change anything else. If symptoms are strong or the pattern looks off, run labs with a clinician and bring your notes. Rebuild warmth gradually with consistent training, walking, meals, and a warmer indoor baseline. Subscribe for more practical physiology you can use. Comment with the one situation that triggers your cold the fastest. This content is for education only and is not medical advice or a substitute for professional care. Better signals. Better metabolism. Better life.